Hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. In 1858 Texas, several male African-American slaves are being driven by the Speck brothers, Ace and Dickie. Among the shackled slaves is Django, who has been sold off and separated from his wife, Broomhilda. The Speck brothers are stopped by Dr. King Schultz, a German ex-dentist and bounty hunter from Dusseldorf. Schultz asks to buy one of the slaves, but while questioning Django about his knowledge of the Brittle brothers, for whom Schultz is carrying a warrant, he irritates Ace, who aims his shotgun at Schultz. Schultz quickly kills Ace and leaves Dickie at the mercy of the other newly freed slaves, who kill him. Since Django can identify the Brittle brothers, Schultz offers Django his freedom in exchange for his help in tracking them down. Django discovers that Schultz is a bounty hunter. Over drinks at a bar, Schultz makes an agreement. If Django can help him find the Brittle brothers, he'll make him a free man. Later, Schultz kills an outlaw named Willard Peck, who had been posing as the sheriff of a small town. Schultz and Django then track the Brittle brothers to Big Daddy's plantation. Django shoots the first brother, brutally whips the second before shooting him too, while Schultz kills the third. Big Daddy, a racist member of the Ku Klux Klan, leads a posse to hunt down Django and Schultz for killing white men on his property. But Django and Schultz ambush and kill Big Daddy and his zany gang of lynchers. Django partners with Schultz through the winter and becomes his apprentice. Schultz, impressed by Django's natural gunslinging talent, reveals that he feels responsible for Django, the first person he's ever freed, and is committed to helping him rescue Broomhilda. Django, now fully trained, collects his first bounty and keeps the handbill as a good luck charm. In Mississippi, Schultz uncovers the identity of Broomhilda's owner, Calvin Candy, the charming but brutal owner of Candyland Plantation, where black slaves are forced to fight to the death in Mandingo wrestling matches. Schultz, knowing Candy won't sell Broomhilda if they ask directly, plans to pretend they're interested in buying a Mandingo fighter. Meanwhile, they'll discreetly offer to buy Broomhilda as part of the deal and escape before the transaction is finalized. Schultz and Django meet Candy at his gentleman's club in Greenville and offer $12,000 for a fighter. Greed piqued, Candy invites them to Candyland. On the way, Django is hated by other slaves for appearing to be a slaver himself. At the plantation, Candy's loyal house slave, Stephen, is immediately suspicious of Django riding a horse. He warns Candy against the deal, but Candy brushes it off, calling it simple business. He has Broomhilda brought to Schultz, the only person on the plantation who speaks German. Schultz privately briefs Broomhilda on the plan. He pretends to be charmed by her and offers to buy her along with the fighter. During dinner, Stephen grows more suspicious. He deduces that Django and Broomhilda know each other, and the Mandingo deal is a distraction. He pulls Candy aside and scolds him for being manipulated. Humiliated at being fooled by a black man, Candy composes himself, then launches into a theatrical rant about phrenology, his pseudo-scientific justification for white supremacy. Suddenly, Candy's bodyguard bursts in, shotgun aimed. Candy threatens to kill Broomhilda unless Schultz pays the full amount and demands a formal handshake to seal the deal. Disgusted by his arrogance, Schultz shoots Candy with a concealed derringer. Candy's henchman immediately kills Schultz. Django grabs a revolver, and a brutal shootout erupts. He's eventually forced to surrender when Broomhilda is taken hostage. The next morning, Stephen informs Django he'll be sold to a mine, condemned to labor until death. On the way, Django convinces his dim-witted Australian slaver escorts that he's a bounty hunter. He shows them the handbill from his first kill and claims there's a large bounty on outlaws hiding at Candyland. Promising them most of the money, he tricks them into releasing him and giving him a pistol. Django kills them, frees the remaining slaves, and rides back to Candyland. Django returns and kills more of Candy's henchmen. He finds Schultz's body, takes Broomhilda's freedom papers, and rescues her from a nearby cabin. When mourners return from Candy's burial, Django ambushes them, kills Candy's remaining goons and his sister Lara, releases the last house slaves, and shoots Stephen in the kneecaps. Then he plants dynamite throughout the mansion. He and Broomhilda ride away, watching as the house explodes, Stephen still inside. Hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We upload videos every day.